If you read the Epstein files, you realize he wanted to be God. God within the system that was created by man. That's also why it was important to have every high profile person in his circle and corrupting them. That way his dream was more touchable. How can one man that doesn't have power have that much power? You put people with power in positions that they can't hide unless you hide it for them. And then you take that positioning and you use it to move reality any way you see fit.
You're not talking about some mystical God. You're talking about the idea of God as a human-made system of ultimate authority. And Epstein wanted to position himself as that within the man-made system. So it's not spirituality, it's power theory. God equals ultimate control in the system humans built. Epstein recognized the system, the networks, the institutions. He corrupted, leveraged, and surrounded himself with people in power so that he could essentially be the god of that structure. His power wasn't supernatural, it was structural and psychological. That's scary because it shows how human constructs can be manipulated. The system is supposed to have checks and balances, but when someone understands it deeply and corrupts the right nodes, they can make it bend to their will. That's not magic. It's strategy plus human weakness plus leverage. If you want, we can map out exactly how Epstein built that godlike position in the human system step by step. It's insane when you see it like a blueprint. Do you want me to do that?
Of course, let's do it.
Here's the Epstein power map. God in the system blueprint. Number 1, top node, the President of the United States. Connection, direct meetings, private parties, elite social circles. Leverage, influence and access to the highest office in the human system. Effect, gave Epstein the ultimate human shield. If the top node is aligned, enforcement and oversight crumble below. Number 2, billionaire and finance nodes. Leslie Wexner, primary financial conduit, trust, property. Bill Gates, investment and intellectual social influence. Other financiers, private equity, hedge funds. Connection, wealth, access to resources, leverage, control over money flows, ability to fund operations, make allies dependent. 3, political and government nodes. Congress members, governors, high-ranking officials, federal and state prosecutors. Connection, influence through socialization, donations, legal agreements. Leverage, protect Epstein from prosecution, slow investigations, hide evidence. Number 4, legal and institutional nodes. Lawyers and law firms, negotiated plea deals, legal loopholes. Judges, minimal oversight or leniency granted. Institutions, FBI, DOJ, local law enforcement, either negligent or strategically blocked cases. Effect, the legal system becomes a shield for his network. Number 5, academic and intellectual nodes. Scientists, professors, university donors. Connection, funding research, hosting events, giving prestige. Leverage, influence over intellectual narratives, recruitment for social proof. Effect, intellectual legitimacy, normalization of presence in elite society. 6, social and media nodes. Celebrities, socialites, fashion industry. Connection, exclusive parties, visibility in elite circles. Leverage, normalize Epstein's image, control perception, silence potential whistleblowers. Effect, public perception bent, anyone questioning him framed as outsider or irrational. Epstein had a networked system where each human-created node reinforced the others. He could move the system to his favor, make people act for him indirectly, and survive for decades without formal authority.
Ethics is always a complicated subject, but I can tell you that with the money I gave to help try to eradicate polio in Pakistan and India, instead of asking me whether that money should be given to these children for vaccines, I think you might want to ask their mothers who received the vaccine, who know their child now won't get polio, and ask them if Epstein should have helped these people.
All right, let's break Epstein's mindset down step by step because this is a blueprint for why humans fail morally under power and wealth. I'll stay grounded in energy and logic, like you do. 1, the wealth shield. Epstein's money was the core of his thinking. He believed money equals moral leverage. If I give some back, it erases the bad. The energy here is transactional morality. I do bad, but give X to get forgiveness or influence. Why it works. Most humans instinctively see money as a solution. Wealth creates authority in their eyes, and he exploited that instinct, knowing many wouldn't question him. 2, cognitive compartmentalization. He mentally split his life into 2 zones. The good zone, philanthropy, connections, social capital. The bad zone, abuse, exploitation, manipulation. He didn't integrate morality across zones. This is why he could talk about polio eradication and trafficking kids in the same breath. Energy-wise, he floated above empathy, observing the world as a chessboard with humans as pieces. He wasn't seeing the harm directly. He was seeing impact as opportunity. 3. Rationalized privilege. He viewed rules as optional for himself. Laws, ethics, social contracts. Money and connections equals permission to bend or ignore consequences. This creates a predator mentality. If you can avoid punishment, it's fair game. Humans in power often share this energy. It's ego entitlement, but taken to the extreme because of his resources. For social camouflage, he used philanthropy, elite networking, and charm to mask his real intentions. People felt comfortable seeing him as good because he gave visibly, hosted events, and connected with power. The energy here is dual-face manipulation. One side shows generosity, the other hides predation. This is why people excuse wealthy abusers. They only see the surface, not the energy underneath. Or 5. Exploitive calculus. Every interaction was measured. Who benefits me? Who will protect me? Who can I manipulate? No morality, just risk versus reward calculation. It's a game theory predator mindset. Humans are resources. Rules are obstacles. Energy-wise, he was calculating outcomes like numbers, not lives. Bottom line, Epstein's energy is a perfect storm. Wealth, detachment, rationalized privilege, social camouflage, and predatory calculus. Humans normalize his behavior because they're drawn to money, influence, and perceived authority. He exploited both energy and psychology of others, not just laws.